I got a bunch of questions about the ArrtX markers I use, so I thought I'd do a little review video for you guys. They are water-based acrylic markers, and one of my favorite things about them is that they are ready to use straight out of the box. There is no need to shake them or push the paint out like many other brands require. They just work, and I like that. The markers have brush tips and come in a set of 48 beautifully vibrant colors. I particularly love the sunshine yellow that you'll see me use at the end of this video. The color marker caps matches the actual paint inside of the marker nicely, so I rarely do swatch tests or anything like that. There is just very little need for it with these ones. The paint inside of the markers is nice and opaque, and it covers well. I had no issues layering light colors on top of my dark tones. You can use wide, solid strokes to create a texture or create a nearly poster print-like aesthetic by moving your brush tip in light circular motions. You can use the markers themselves to blend colors together, but I personally like to use a paintbrush instead with just a tiny hint of water on it, just to keep my pen tips clean for longer. The paint has a nice viscosity to it, and so far I have never seen it bleed through my paper. I use these markers in mixed media sketchbooks like Royal Talons and also in textured wet media books like this one. The sketchbook I'm using here is actually from ArrtX. I purchased it because it has a nice flat lay binding, so it's easier to film and photograph. The brush tips are nice and thick, which allows you to create coverage quite quickly, but they're not ideal for creating thinner line details, at least not with my current skill set. It might be with some people who have like more control over their brushes that they could do that quite easily, but for me, I struggled a little bit. I think when I was drawing it, it felt like I was struggling more than maybe I was. When I'm looking at it now, like I'm thinking those details are fine. I think it's just, when you're sitting and your head is like squashed into the page and you're a centimeter away and you feel like, oh my gosh, the detail is not good enough. But then you take a step back and you think, well, actually, when you look at it from a distance, which is what most people would be looking at it from, it's absolutely fine. It's just, you're too close to it. And once you take a step back, it's perfectly fine. I think that's what I feel right now about this page. Having said that, I think if you wanted to add more detail, you could easily go in with a fine liner pen. I also think that part of it is my skill set because I am brand new to acrylic markers. So please do keep that in mind for this review. I am not massively experienced, but I thought I'd share my experience just in case you were interested what I thought of them.